Man, Texas, this is exactly what I thought Texas would look like. Just open fields, just freaking donkeys, Buseys. God bless Texas.
God bless Texas.
Morning, poo-poo. Beaver nuggets. Good morning, YouTube. We're in beautiful Texas. About to do a seminar. It's gonna be a fun seminar because it's in the middle of the week, and so it's gonna be a smaller, more intimate seminar, which I personally love because you get to know the people a little bit more. When you have 60, 70 people, it's a little bit difficult, but we're really excited to be here. And there's a Buc-ee's close by, so pretty much this whole vlog is gonna be me getting the Buc-ee's because I've never been to one and I heard they're amazing. So what's going on?
So I run a foster care agency, and I want the kiddos to come and be able to play with the dogs and stuff, but they're reactive. They just bark and bark and bark. So the kids don't want to even get near the dogs.
So foster for kids, right? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what are their names?
Sassy and Mischief.
You guys kind of set yourself up for that one.
No,
That was him.
I was the one that named him.
But they're both 3 years old, working on reactivity to the door, reactivity to the doorbell, reactivity to people, change of environments.
Around other dogs, they just react. They'll just be barking and barking at them.
Okay.
So yeah.
So just barking.
Yeah.
Okay. How are their basics, like obedience-wise?
They can sit.
She's better than him.
Anything else you want to add to that?
If we could just get that knocked out, we'd be so happy.
Okay.
That's really
I'll
it.
do my best.
Mischief, heel. Mischief, heel. Mischief, heel.
Okay. Keep going. I'm going to talk. So historically, the heel command is going to be the dogs that are
Mischief, heel.
heels. Just for fun. I'll take them for a
Yes.
second. I'm really big on whatever works, guys. I don't care what equipment we necessarily use. There's just been some equipment over time that's proven to work better than others. Retractables are a training tool that are good for certain things, going potty. But the problem with retractables when we're teaching basic leash pressure is it's inconsistent. But I just want to show you how I would use the Flexi harness setup. Sit. Good sit. Good sit. Just a little nervous.
Your thumbs.
Sit. Good sit. Okay, break. Good. So that would be what you guys are going to start implementing, okay? It's going to be whatever behavior you're asking the dog to do and then a break. Because right now you're basically asking him to sit and he's like, tick, tick, tick. Okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
Sit, tick, 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 I'm out. I don't want you to think like, oh, well, we don't want to get the dogs to pay attention and be a robot. That's not what we're trying to do, but you have to understand that this dog's state of mind is not in a good place. Look how it's just constantly. Mischief, sit. Good. So I'm just adding a little bit of pressure. But I have to add quite a bit of pressure on the harness in order to get his attention, which I don't love. Less is more when you're working with dogs. You want to use precision over power always. Sit. Good. But I think most importantly, the accountability if he decides to get up like this is not efficient enough for the dog to sustain the behavior. So I typically don't use harnesses because the amount of pressure I have to give to the dog, and I can hear him go like this when I'm hitting his chest cavity to kind of get his attention. So this is a basic slip leash. Right now you guys are just hanging on, and that's why they're barking. So the external behaviors of this dog of why they're here, that's creating not only the stress in mom and dad, but creating the stress in the dog is because the dog doesn't know any better, right? And it's just constant. So I'm just gonna show you how we're gonna introduce the leash pressure just to get this dog's attention. Mischief, come. Yes, good man. Good. Mischief, come. Yes, good man.
My Lord.
Now this is important. I want you guys to see. I want him to engage with me. So before how he was doing this, that's not okay because his mind is going somewhere else, and that's not healthy for any dog to live. We want some sort of engagement. Good. Hey. Yes, good boy. Good job, Mischief. Yeah, my little circus dog. Ta-da! I'm gonna FaceTime my friend Bagel. Bagel!
No.
You're in the vlog.
Oh, so yeah, it's a nightmare. Your boxes are just all over the dang old place.
Hey, is that Bagel?
Oh, yeah, look what we got. We got, wait, what's this called? The Milwaukee Daddy?
How do you like sleeping on the bus?
Hard. I can't get used to it. I sleep like 3 hours a night. So obviously with smaller dogs, guys, like my job is not to be like, hey, don't do this and don't do that. My job is to say, hey, like
Come on, up,
the more
up,
exposure that these dogs get, like being on the ground, doing stuff like this, being around other dogs, the more confident they're gonna be, because they're animals and this is how they should live their life. Where the yip yappers get their bad name is because we sometimes treat them a certain way, so we're gonna work on that.
Like babies, yeah.
Babies. For the record, she said that. I didn't say that. Not everything is bigger in Texas, right, John? Good first day here in Texas. Dogs are good. Dog owners are good. Making some difference. Sold some merch. We're gonna go get some freaking tacos. Call it a night. Do it again tomorrow, baby. Noah, do you like watching the news?
Sometimes, but mostly when Grandpa's home, we just watch the Powerball.
The Powerball. Look at that thing. I'll freaking get you, dude.
We're being harassed by this stupid ass thing.
Ah! Dude, Tori's got half a mustache now.
Hey guys, we love Mexican food and we love Texas, and we're at a place that says Tex-Mex on the front of it. Here we go. My pre-seminar routine is sitting here, stretching my back, breathing, feel the tension release. Goose rubber. God bless Texas. All right, let's go. Just go up to a threshold like this gate. You'll see this little stutter step. That's what I was talking about, that anticipation. Side door, front door, whatever. They're just excited to get out there. So I'm gonna show you how you would work on that. Stay. Stay. That's it, just a little bit of leash pressure. Okay, break. Just like that. Yes, break.
Stay. Stay. Mr. Stay. Stay.
There, now just hold right there, that's fine. And then break them through.
Great, come on. I know.
Good.
I know.
Good. And then John, do you want to walk through there too? Yeah. That'll be another distraction, because I think right now he's okay with being out here. But if you're in there, I think that'll be a little bit more realistic as well. So use your leash, yeah. So same thing with sitting, guys. We ask a dog to do something just once and that's all you'll need, so just use your leash here. There. You don't have to say stay again, just one time. Yep, just one time. Good, here you go. So again, I think what you're trying to do is when you walk in here and he starts to move towards you, you're using your voice, but you really should replace that with your leash. He starts to come towards you, you spit at him again, you say stay. Really just use your leash to enforce it. But you want to also don't sit here and wait, this isn't realistic. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're like a football player here. What you want to do is just, I'll show you, but you just chill like this, hang out, talk, okay, break. And he's like, all right, cool, stay. So you just hang out, and he's right now, he's on my cue. He wants to come out, but he knows that he can't until I give him a release. So I could say, if I wanted to say something, I can say, good stay. Good. And I can proof a little bit. So he thinks when I move, he's gonna come out, and that he has to go on me. Again, it's not so much about this actual activity, it's more about you building a better relationship with him. He's gotta go off of me. So he's gonna say, okay, you know what you're doing. I'm gonna start listening to you now. I don't have to think about things. So you start, come over here, and he's gonna go, is it my turn? So watch him start to look at me. He'll say, is it my turn? Is it my turn? And I'll let him know by saying the B word, okay? So I'll come over here, I'll move around a little bit, I'll do this, I'll tie my shoe. He's like, is it my turn? Nope, not yet. He's got to stay in that threshold. So see how patient and obedient he's being here? Okay, break. Good job. But all the time he's looking at me. Is it time? Is it my time yet? So that puts me in the driver's seat, and that helps me build that relationship. So I want you to understand that this whole process is going to help him not rush out the door. But even bigger than that, it's going to give him more confidence with you, because you're letting him know when he can and can't do things.
I have a practical question. When we load them up in our car every night after work, or unload them, we always carry them into the office. Is that a problem?
The more you can help them become more confident, the better.
So leash them up in the
Yeah.
vehicle and walk them in like that?
Walk them in like dogs, yeah. You should be treating them the same way that Luke treats Levi. They need more of that. They say, oh, we have to walk? I thought you're not gonna bring us in? Hey, yeah. Just walk. I mean, like I said, if they were circling hawks and eagles and stuff, sure. But I mean, just putting them down and saying, hey, we're gonna walk and be dogs, they're like, cool. Yes, good. So this is something that you can do with any dog at any time to help build engagement, because you're basically going up to a test, which is a threshold, a portal, a door for dogs, and you're going to walk through and you're going to say stay, but their intuition is going to say, I'm going with you. So yeah, but I said stay. So they go, oh, and it just puts you right in the driver's seat every time. I know what you want. I'm going here without you. And then yeah, it's huge with these guys, because the more these guys can tell the dogs that they're in control and they're driving that ship, the more it's gonna take off their plate. They're gonna, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. And this is how you do that. Just little tests like this. I got it. Okay, now you can come. I got it. Now you can come. It's mine. Okay, now it's yours. You can do it with any door, and that's kind of the beauty of it. Is the stay is really predicated off of like what you say. We just typically use thresholds because it's like a magnet for a dog. They want to run through it. So I mean, honestly, we could just do this, stay, and the dog should stay right there. That's really what they should do, but not every dog is gonna have that. Like if I'm healing with my dog and I just say stay, she's like, okay, you're okay. Doesn't make sense to her, but she'll do it because she knows it. We use thresholds because it's a very easy, simple, like back and forth thing. You go through, they're gonna wanna go naturally. Nope. They're like, yeah, but nope. Yeah, but nope. Okay, fine, I'll wait for you. Okay, break. Okay, cool. So they're like, oh, I just wait. And then you transfer that to literally everything else. It's a stepping stone. So remember we talked about with these guys? It's like a stepping stone to like start going through. Not in control, not in control, not in control, not in control. Now they're starting to, outweigh that.
At first, we were kind of nervous because it was more of, what we're doing wrong. But then as he got into details, what would help us, then we understood it, and now we know how to better help our puppies actually be dogs and not babies.
Believe it or not, just walking straight up with my head up.
Yes.
I
not looking down.
I still can't get enough of that. I think that is such a good thing, and it was so relieving for just my own fear with the dog that I think it's great. I took that away.
It worked magical. Yes,
Yeah,
it was magical.
It's nice to be able to walk with your head up, with your dog.
We love them. We love them. We want the best for them, and I think we're off to a good start after this.
Yeah.
God bless Texas.
I've seen a lot of places. I've been around the world.
All right, you guys, Texas, that's a wrap. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I know it's in the middle of the week, not a lot of people could come, but for the people who did come, we changed their lives, we changed the dog's life. Really great group. Thank you so much for Kickapoo Ranch for hosting us, being such wonderful guests. We got Lone Stars, we got ranch waters, we got local donuts. We're fishing in their pond, catching freaking largemouth. Thank you guys so much. Talk to you next time.
Busey!
We're gonna get beef nuggets.
How's your first Busey's experience?
It's good. It's good. I got beef jerky. Got to,
Busey's!
We're gonna be ranch watered up.